And what I mean by that is fundamentals don't change. What I'm fixing to share with you over the next few minutes, very rapid fire, is absolutely there are fundamentals that work. See, here's the secret to winning. The secret is you. The good news and the bad news is you are the key. For things to get better, you've got to get better. You know, it's in your philosophy. Said another way, it's how you think. A guy said to me the other day, he said, how can you stand not knowing how much you're going to make every week? I said, how can you stand knowing? You know, because if you know, it's not enough. The key to you winning, you become the studette you'd love to recruit. Become the upline you'd love to have. This guy said to me the other day, he said, hey, my upline is terrible. I said, he was good enough to recruit you. See, know that it's hard. Everyone's not going to do it. But the hard is what makes it great. See, what you lack in talent, you make up for with persistence. What you lack in skill, you can make up for with tenacity. What you lack in God-given, whatever you think it is you lack, you can make up for it with relentless effort. Deserve to win. Deserve to win. We were going to make a sale the other day. This guy said, good luck. I said, hey, man, luck's got nothing to do with it. Luck's got nothing to do with what's fixing to happen. You got to pay the price. There is no free lunch. See, if you don't pay the price, if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. Hear what I'm fixing to tell you. The greatest adversary to winning is disappointment. This never goes away, by the way. At every level, you're going to have to persevere and overcome disappointment. That timekeeper's blind. Number one goal, be here a year from now. Be here a year from now. Your top secret strategy, come to all the events. Do the activities of the business between the events. Make sure you're here a year from right now. That little formula right there will take you all the way to the top. I wish I had time to elaborate on this, but you can overcome your fears. Do the thing you fear the most, and the death of fear is certain. I want to say that again. There's all kinds of fears you got to overcome at this business, okay? Do the thing you fear the most, and the death of fear is certain. Rule number one, win. The key to winning is win. You got to prove it works. How do you prove it works? Number one, you make money. Number two, you earn promotions. Winning contests counts as promotions. So you got to prove it works. How do you do that? Make money, earn promotions. And the second thing you owe your people is an example. If you'll do what I'll do, you're going to win. You got to have a dream. You got to have a dream. Proverbs 29:18 says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Perish, man, I don't want to perish. So what's a vision? A vision is kind of a mental picture of what could be. In today's vernacular, maybe it's a goal or a dream, okay? But where there is no vision, the people perish. Two of the wealthiest men I ever met, one a legitimate billionaire, told me the key to their success was in the book, Think and Grow Rich. You've got to go get that book. And when I got that book and I read the key on page 36. If you don't read the whole book, at least read the first 36 pages. We're going to have to skip some stuff. But I know this, if you win big, somewhere down the road, your daily activities have got absolutely nothing to do with your weekly income. Let me say it again, because this is worth fighting for. If you win big and you do it right, somewhere down the road, your daily activities have got nothing to do with what your paycheck is going to be that next week or the next week. You got to beware of the dream stealers, the self-appointed critics. If you want to see if it's worth it, talk to somebody that's winning. Talk to Gilles Mook. Talk to Andre Moore. Talk to me. Talk to somebody that's winning. They'll tell you it's worth it. This guy quit the other day, and I asked him, so why'd you quit? He said, well, I talked to this guy, and he said, that thing doesn't work. I said, well, who is this guy? He said, oh, it's my neighbor. Well, I said, if your neighbor's so stinking smart, why is he living next to you? Now, if you say that, you got to smile, okay? You got to look for the good things in people. You say, Steve, all my guys are a bunch of duds. We'll go get a whole bunch of them because thousands of duds in tandem are an awesome sight. Enthusiasm. There is power in enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is like yeast. It raises the dough. The last four letters of enthusiasm, I-A-S-M. I am sold myself. Now, when I talk about enthusiasm, I'm talking about a controlled enthusiasm. And some people say, Steve, I'm excited. I say, tell your face, you don't look excited. How do you get excited if that's kind of not your nature? Well, one thing you do, you get on the edge of your seat instead of the back of your seat. When you're talking, man, your arms start flying a little bit, spit starts flowing a little bit. I mean, they start standing back because they don't want to get wet, okay? I mean, a key for you, when you're making calls, don't sit your butt in a chair, get up. When you're standing up, it transfers the energy through the phone. I promise you, there is a difference if you're sitting and talking versus standing and talking. Never sit down and make a prospecting call. Stand up. You can only control two things, your attitude and activity. Crap, your attitude. I'm telling you, this is more important than you know. This is 10 times more important than you know. Attitude is everything. You can overcome almost any kind of problem. You can overcome a recruiting problem. You can overcome a sales problem. The one problem you can't overcome is an attitude problem. You got to protect your attitude. If somebody around you starts getting a stinking attitude, start getting away from them. They become a living, breathing crap magnet. And you don't want that stuff falling on you. Activity. You've got to put in the numbers. There is no way around it. 3 a day of anything is 1,000 in a year. You come home, you kick the dog 3 times a day, you're going to kick the dog 1,000 times that year. You talk to 3 people a day about FEG, you're going to talk to 1,000 people that year. You can't screw up 1,000 of them, right? You can't. You'll figure out what to do. You can't screw up 1,000 of them. The guy says, well, Steve, I'd do anything for my family. Would you take a no? Well, yeah, I'd take a bullet for my family. Would you take 1,000 no's? You take 1,000 no's, I promise you, it's going to change your world. We're going to skip some good stuff here. Got a 3-hour part, and they got 20 minutes to do it. I'm going to talk to you about, oh, crap. We're wrapping up. I'm on my wrap up, Mr. Timekeeper. Don't miss what I'm about to tell you. If you could fast forward the clock, if you could go forward in time and talk to the 80-year-old you, what would the older, wiser, more experienced you say to the younger you right now? Let me tell you what I think he or she would probably say. Is, I've got good news. We're going to win. But it's going to take all you've got. See, let me tell you, son, you're going to be challenged. You got to give it your all. You can do this, but it's going to take everything you've got. Leave it all on the playing field every day. Stay focused. Don't allow distractions into your life. Keep your priorities in order. Stretch your comfort zone. Don't let the detractors or the dream stealers mess with your head, because they don't matter anyway. Push through the grind. Push through the pain. Make each day count. Squeeze the dead air out of your schedule. Become all you can be. I know the end result. It's worth it. No matter what happens, stay positive. Don't let us down. And most of all, never give up. See what we got to do? You got to put the blinders on. Get your 2-minute offense on the field. AOMA, all out, massive action. Commit to see how good you can be. Commit that no matter what happens, you're never going to quit. Never, ever. Take the next 12 to 36 months and change the destiny of future generations in your family tree. Be that guy or gal that's somewhere down the road when one of your little grandkids is looking up at the fireplace, and they say to that man there, and they say, Papa, who is that guy right there on the fireplace? And they say, I'll tell you something. That was the guy that changed it all for our leg of the family tree. That guy right there, he was a total dadgum stud. Everybody in our family tree before he came along was kind of average and ordinary. But that guy right there, ever since he came along, our leg of the family tree has been absolutely, everybody's a winner in this family. See, you're at the right place at the right time. I want to tell you, let's go make it happen. Let's win big. Thank you.